are the elite. Daring combat veterans, flying on the edge of what's possible. They're called the best aerobatic display team in the world.
On reflection, what we're doing is extraordinary, but it just feels absolutely normal now.
For the first time, they've allowed cameras to follow them for an entire year. As a new leader takes charge in one of the most challenging periods in the squadron's history. It's a year of triumphs, of tragedy.
On Tuesday, one of the squadron's aircraft crashed at RAF Valley.
And of courage.
We have to move on, and the best way to do that is to get on with our jobs.
But ultimately, it's a year of breathtaking, awe-inspiring flying. These are the Red Arrows. For a month, the Red Arrows have been on Exercise Springhawk in Greece, their annual overseas training. They're here to prepare for PDA, 2 intense days where they must prove they're good enough to display to the public. The test begins today. And with the display season due to start in little over a week, a pass is essential to avoid having to cancel shows.
Right, start up, taxi takeoff. We're going to do a formal start, okay? Very straightforward, but just make sure you're listening to what I'm saying. Just that canopy. PDA should be a mark of stability, of consistency, and being able to produce the show training sortie after training sortie that is highly proficient. They're obviously nervous. They're just worried that they're going to, put the smoke on at the wrong time, overshoot one of the rejoins. Good stuff. Use the amateur battle manoeuvring pre-show to really hone your timing, arrival, then we can enjoy the rest of the show.
Their examiner is Air Vice Marshal Warren James, the boss of all training in the RAF.
Part of the public display authority is to see, is the whole team, the entire organisation working right? Is this going to be good for public display? Are they fit and ready for it? And this is sort of that final reassurance to go, yes, not only have they done it now, it's consistent, and the consistency is key.
The Reds will fly 5 displays over 2 days. Their first test is over the sea, where the lack of ground references makes judging position and height extremely difficult.
There will be a bit of pre-match nerves going into this one, and of course this is the first one they're formally on display for the AAC. This is the big show.
PDA this year is a particular challenge. Weeks of training were lost following the accident when engineer John Bayliss was killed. And replacement pilot Mike Ling stepped in only 6 weeks ago.
This is PDA number 10 for me. Started 10 years ago when I was number 3, and if this goes according to plan, then the 10th one is number 3, which is full circle. So fingers crossed it goes all right.
But at the display site, the winds have suddenly picked up.
Very windy.
It's only a breeze.
Come on, go!
There it is.
Typhoon roll this year is the manoeuvre that we're actually finding probably the toughest, and I think that's the one that the guys are most nervous about getting right for PDA. The guys who are down on the back are about 150 feet away from me. If they time that incorrectly, the time at which they get to full power, they can very quickly be left behind. And it just clicked. They got it absolutely perfectly.
Now the synchro pair peel off to perform their ultra-low level head-to-head passes. The jets should cross directly in front of the AOC. But they're way off centre.
That site is particularly difficult to judge the wind, and it was quite difficult to judge it accurately, to the point where we were almost just saying, right, let's just call it the fact that there's no wind and then see where it goes.
Strong wind is a particular issue for one of the synchro's most famous manoeuvres, the heart. If it's off centre, it's very obvious.
We had very, very windy conditions, so the pattern shifted further downwind, which kind of happened, I think, just because we didn't really compensate enough for the wind itself.
I mean, the boys will be disappointed with the synchro patterns. Yes. The heart is twisted slightly because of the ground tracks and so on, and then it's trying to claw it back if it has moved off a bit.
The first of their 5 sorties hasn't gone well.
I think they'll be kicking themselves over a couple of bits of positioning. It's almost giving it away if I tell you too much at the moment, since we've got another 4 to go to have a look at this.
PDA is not a one-shot wonder. It is a 2-day process. We learn from our errors and we apply those to the next sortie. So transit takeoff out to the west. Flat show, don't overreact to the bumps.
In the next 2 sorties, the team are examined on the flat routines they'll fly under low cloud.
So 2 trips down, but keeping that consistency now though, and and everyone just staying in the right zone.
These go much better. But ultimate judgment will be based on tomorrow's sorties, when the entire team will be put to the test.
Plenty can go wrong. You just need to make sure that's obviously the time that we nail it more than ever.
It's the critical second day of PDA, the test the Red Arrows must pass to be allowed to display to the public. The entire team will be under the spotlight.
Gents.
Every aspect of their performance examined by the Air Vice Marshal, including the engineers of Circus, who perform choreographed safety checks.
We've worked hard for this. Let's just make sure we're absolutely bob on. Yeah, absolutely spot on with it today. Head snaps, hand movements, everything. Make sure we absolutely nail it. Yeah.
We're here now, it's PDA, this is what it's all about. Remember as well, your Circus, you were hand-picked for this role, for good reason, okay? This is the time now to shine.
Everyone happy?
Yeah, should be happy. Come on.
Cool. Yeah, big day. Obviously, we worked all winter for this. Always have a slight element of anxiety, probably because I think you just want it to be as perfect as it possibly can be and everything goes right.
Gents, conditions are lovely. It's going to be glorious down there. It is the last winter training sortie, all right? Let's put an absolute belter out there, and we need to make this one really count. So it's not just for the AOC, it's for you guys to go out and be proud of the sortie. Have a belter, everyone. Good luck. We'll check in, please, at minute 4-4.
Come on, everyone. Come
on. If the pilots pass today, they'll finally get to wear their famous red flying suits. Likewise, the ground crew will get their distinctive blue uniforms.
Start thinking about the AOC being out there and being assessed as a complete squadron. Plenty can go wrong. You just need to make sure that's obviously the time that we nail it more than ever.
It's the first time for me to earn that suit, so a little bit nervous. But we need to keep our performance levels up to the top of our game to be able to get the big tick
First under scrutiny is the choreographed circus see-off. All 9 engineers must be in perfect sync.
Once we started up the engines, we need to indicate to the pilot that all his control surfaces are working, and then we'll do a little walk round to make sure that there's nothing leaking where it shouldn't be. We need to make sure that we're all choreographed on time, you know, to be a clat. You know, that's what we are. We're the Red Arrows. It's very easy to spot when you've got 9 people and they're all supposed to be turning at the right time and in the right direction, and one person's gone slightly wrong, then it stands out.
Circus won't discover if they were good enough until the end of the day.
It's exciting now, so just wait to see what the AOC says. But, you know, we've done our bit, we've done all we can. It's in their hands now.
So commentary-wise, I'll run through some of the preamble with you once they're airborne.
The AOC joins new team supervisor Adam Collins. He'll be assessing the commentary COS plans to give during the season, as well as judging the aerobatic performance.
It's time to bring home the woodwork and glue. Cue! Come on, go.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the 2018 Royal Air Force Aerobatics team, the Red Arrows. Performing the commentary at the AOC was a little strange, to be honest. Giving a commentary that's designed for X thousand people to one person, it's quite strange in the way you do it. As the nose lights come back towards us, we're in our trademark diamond formation, ready for the diamond reversal. So far you've seen graceful manoeuvring with all 9 aircraft in formation, and we're about to have a change of tempo as we enter the second half. Symmetrical rolls inside 2 out, in the rollback. Ladies and gentlemen, you've been watching the Red Arrows. Go.
Adam, happy.
Great stuff, thanks, sir. See you back there shortly.
Oh, yes.
Well done, everyone.
Done. Yeah, we don't know whether we've done it or not, but certainly done all the 5 sorties, so just got to wait and see how the debrief goes now. It is a relief, yeah, huge relief actually. It's quite fatiguing keeping up for 5 sorties, trying to stay on your game, not that we ever slip off our game, but you know, just thinking about everything. Yeah, definitely taken out of me.
Hopefully it's to the AOC's liking and we get the big tick in the box and I can get out of this horribly green sweaty suit right now.
You'll have those blue suits on before we know it.
Hopefully, yeah.
Yeah. The pilots head to the briefing room, while the Air Vice Marshal meets with the senior team members.
We were behind as we started. Snow and fog, obviously the crash. It's interesting, you still see progress, even over the last couple of days of watching, you're still seeing, I've no doubt there'll be more. But some of this was, you know, were you going to be ready? They've worked hard. We'll go back in and tell them. Alice, please, grab a seat. Good. Please sit down. As you know, the PDA is more than just your flying, it's everything, and particularly with the sort of work that we've had into this, and where we started, and the issues that we've had, everything from the appalling weather at Scampton, clearly the crash, into where we've come to today. You remember we said from the outset, if you're not ready, you're not ready. And if this is a training event, we go back and we finish it. So as of now, you're actually all incorrectly dressed, and congratulations on this year's Red Arrows display team.
We're going to get changed then. Let's go get changed. Toilet's not locked.
Oh, what a day! What a day! There's always the self-doubt of whether you're gonna be able to do it, but yeah, great day, great day. Yeah, really proud moment.
It's good to have you on the team.
Cheers.
But there's one pilot absent. Starkey, who was injured in the recent crash.
Obviously a little bit bittersweet that Starkey can't be here to enjoy this with me, you know, considering we went through the whole selection and the majority of winter training together. But I'm sure he's at home and rooting for us and see us during the season.
It's not really about what we're wearing, it's just about what we've achieved, not just today, just over the last 6 months. It's been a real slog, so you know, seeing Bondi put it on for the first time and he's absolutely elated, and yeah, to here we are, you know, my 4th time, but it just feels like the first.
We need to get blue suits on and be prepared to receive them.
The good news is relayed to the ground crew.
I'm just waiting for the 2 lines now. Once the 2 lines are formed, we'll be good to go.
Back in blue.
Try and get it straight.
Squadron, your display team for 2018, the Red Arrows.
Passing PDA and getting to put the blue suit on this year more than any, yeah, we faced absolutely everything, if I'm honest, and obviously the most tragic of that being sort of the loss of John. My mind's never far from John. Doing the walk through the tunnel and receiving that round of applause, I always sort of picture him next to us, and for me, he's always with the team.
Squadron, check. Squadron, Air Officer Commanding 22 Group.
RAF up, please stand at ease. If you told me 6 weeks ago that we'd be here now in complete PDA and ready to go on tour and in front of the public, I probably wouldn't have believed you. I cannot be more impressed or more proud of this unit. I'm genuinely in awe. Congratulations. Thank you, sir.
Squadron, check. Squadron, stand down. East.
Dismiss.
Come on, Blues, get some drink.
3, 2, 1, yeah?
Yeah, that.
I will. Oh.
Be like that.
This one. Is it a oneer?
For everyone to come together and perform as well as they've done to make this PDA happen has been an incredible achievement. And yeah, absolutely proud of the whole team. It's truly remarkable.
Two days later, the team head home. Their first display of the season, less than a week away. The Red Arrow's first full display of 2018 is at RAF Valley. It's not open to the general public, but many of the spectators are friends and colleagues.
It is kind of in public. I know we're at an RAF base here, but for us it doesn't really matter. You know, we've got an audience which aren't watching us training, they're watching us here to display in red suits. So yeah, it's an important day.
It's also a cloudy day, very different to the blue skies of Greece they've been used to.
Actually, we were expecting it to be nice blue sunshine here, but it's not quite like that. We've just got to take the UK weather as it comes, really.
Valley is where all RAF fighter pilots are trained, including those who become Red Arrows.
All of us have spent some time here at Valley, so with it being the first show of the year and stuff, it's supposed to put a little bit something special on it. We've go meet a few of the crowd now and catch up with some familiar faces on the squadron. So yeah, good to be back.
Hello there.
I looked at the red suit a couple of times on the transit over. I have to pinch myself that it's become a bit of a reality. So now I just need to live up to it.
But the low clouds aren't shifting.
Hack 030, gents, welcome first to public display here at Valley. Let's just talk through the rolling arrival, okay, and we'll just talk through the flat options for the second half. Six, anything else on the rolling?
Yeah, thanks, boss. Just stay frosty because, I mean, with this cloud base coming in and out, I could potentially put you full or flat. We're used to nice, reasonable horizons, so if anyone needs colour or for their crowd rear rejoin for corkscrew, just ask for it and then double click them off. You can't underestimate how much a new site and a couple of days off actually affects you, so just have to work quite hard today. I think it's going to be a worker, more so than I think people realise. So if I get out and you see my head shaking, then that's not a good thing.
The Red Arrows are about to perform their first display of the 2018 season. But bad weather is causing concern.
Right, see you when we get back. If you don't mind just moving those clouds for us, it'd be great.
Now as the jets climb off...
It's also the first time Cos will perform his commentary in public.
And then we'll get ready to see the red, white and blue smoke for the first time in 2018.
Now we were hoping that today we'd get the full display in, and it has cleared a little bit, but looking out to the crowd front now, there's some nasty black clouds hanging around.
When we get airborne, a low bank of clouds travelled in and visibility was really quite poor. It was right down at our limit actually.
The lights are on, the smoke's about to come on for lightning.
Go flat.
Unfortunately, that cloud is in just the wrong place for the looping manoeuvres. So at the moment, Red 1 keeping the display flat, but fingers crossed that cloud will move in time for the second half. Unfortunately, the weather not good enough for the heart, so they're about to come in for the vortex.
It was just the bizarre weather, really poor visibility. You hope that you get a nice, gentle introduction into the UK season, but Valley was certainly the first challenging conditions we'd seen after PDA.
This is the circus.
Strong winds are again causing problems for the synchro pair.
The main problem for myself and for the boss was lining ourselves up for the brakes. If I'm off centre for whatever reason, the error in that rolls into another couple of manoeuvres.
The smoke comes on, the jets are about to split, ready for revolution.
This manoeuvre is only flown under low cloud. It doesn't go well. Red 8, Matt Masters, strays ahead of Red 1. No one should ever fly in front of the team leader.
Oh, well, really disorientating.
It was, yeah. Oh, that was harder than it should have been. Just something in revolution. I'm not sure who that was I saw ahead of me. Was you? Yeah, it made me wonder what happened there. 2?
Just on that revolution, I wasn't sure what happened because I'd gone up, I put the air brake as I normally do with full power, and everyone was just racing away, so I was like, shit.
Yeah, a bit of a worker. All right, first one though, it's done. Whew. As soon as you get challenging weather with a bit of wind built in, which we didn't really experience in Greece, that's where we start to earn our keep.
And the pace during the display season is relentless. Their next show is only 2 days away.
We've actually got a really quick turnaround now before we need to get the jets ready. Thunderstorms lie all the way down the UK, down pretty much following our routes. So let's get out of here as soon as we sensibly can, get to Exeter to pre-position for the Torbay show.
In Torbay, the weather's much better for the first display open to the public. Over 150,000 people attend the air show.
Quite daunting commentating to that many people. Obviously, with it being a public show here, the pressure is on for the commentary side.
Cos's big moment has arrived.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's almost that time of day for one of the key acts. Doesn't get much better than this.
Thank you, George, and thank you, George. Well, thank you, George, and good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I'm about to get comms with Red One. I know 9 jets are airborne. I've got my fingers and toes crossed for a full show. Go ahead.
We are going full.
Let's hear it for the 2018 RAF Aerobatics team, the Red Arrows!
Luckily, the rest of the show goes to plan. The first full display of 2018 is a massive success.
And pulling up calls Red 6. This can only mean one thing, ladies and gentlemen, the heart.
That was great. Yeah, it was really good. That's the first time in front of a huge public audience on a summer's day. It gives us a real feeling of what we're up against this summer. So, really good. Pleased with that.
A month into their display season, the Reds must now face one of the most high-profile appearances in their history.
We've got this Flypast over London for the RAF 100, so 100 aircraft over London, over Buckingham Palace. It's definitely the biggest flypast I've ever taken part in, and certainly the team, actually. So it is a very complicated plan. Our TOT, which means time over target, is 12:09 and 15 seconds over the Palace, plus or minus 5 seconds. We have to be within plus minus 5 seconds of that TOT. We're right at the back of the full formation as it goes past, and if you're too close to the guys in front, you hit what's called their wake turbulence, so that could be really bumpy and throw us, and off course a little bit, so we don't want that. We want it to be nice and tidy, with straight smokes over the Palace.
3, 2, 1, hack. Welcome, gents. RAF 100 Flypast, big day. Clearly we've got a really important job at the back here. It's going to be bumpy over the city, so just work on depths and length. I just want you to put in one flypast timing, which is Buckingham Palace at 12:09 and 15 seconds.
Because it's not a display, the engineers of Circus are flying back seat. Apart from Lissy, whose seat in Red 1 has been taken by the boss, Andrew Keith.
Should be a good day.
Circus Sergeant Will is flying with replacement pilot Lingy.
Looking forward to it, can't wait. It's an amazing experience, for sure.
The RAF 100 is such a huge event for the entire Air Force. I try not to think about the fact that we are in such a public position and that any mistake would be shown to hundreds of thousands of people watching, because if I ruminated on that for too long, I probably would never get through my day job.
The Reds are last in a line of more than 100 aircraft.
On the nose now, just above the horizon. Shit those aeroplanes. Oh yeah.
But the jet wash of so many planes creates severe turbulence.
We're going to get thrown all over the place. We're right behind them. Something impossible.
We were just behind the typhoons, so it was pretty bumpy. But it's just a case of just trusting your inputs and gripping that stick as hard as you can.
You're right in there, jet wash. It's been lower than this. Oscar down, come on. There we go, boys, good luck.
Literally within the last seconds, you can just make out the MAL. And to be honest, by the time I see it, it's too late to make any adjustment.
Pretty good from where we were. Straight down the MAL, we were on bang on time. Smoke looked great. Boys did his ass, so can't ask any more than that.
I had a sneak peek just before the smoke came on, just to see. I could just see scores of aeroplanes ahead, and then the Typhoons with a back to front 100, 001.
I just stared at the boss's wing. I didn't peek out like a naughty boy.
First year, first season, get the RAF 100 year, like amazing, absolutely amazing, and you know you're not going to see a fly past like that. I don't expect in a generation. Absolutely brilliant.
Back at Scampton, 2 new pilots have joined the squadron. David Simmons and Damon Green were the successful candidates chosen at this year's selection week.
Hello.
Hello.
Ah, Simo. How you doing?
How you doing, sir?
Great to see you.
And you? How are you doing?
Congratulations. Yeah, very well.
Absolutely delighted. Couldn't believe it, to be honest. Over the moon, boyhood dream, all of those things. It's just, you know, fantastic news.
I'm going to be red too, so I'll be on the right-hand side, on the boss's wing, just sticking to that and just working really hard to stay on the references.
They'll spend the next few months flying back seat before they take over from those leaving the team.
Not right. Taking one of your replacements flying, it's just not right. I'll break his legs when we walk back in, it'll be fine.
This certainly is a huge achievement for myself. Me and my wife, we have a vision board that we put stuff up that we want to do, and for a couple of years now there's been a picture of the Reds flying down a runway with the smoke coming out the back, and I've been able to take that off that vision board now and put it down because that is one of our vision boards come true.
But the current pilots still have a long season of displays ahead. And next is the biggest of all, the Royal International Air Tattoo. And RIAT is also a competition where the Reds will be up against some of the best pilots in the world. The Red Arrows have arrived at RIAT, the Royal International Air Tattoo.
RIAT is the biggest air show we fly in the UK. It's the biggest air show in Europe. So yeah, I think we're definitely feeling that pressure. We've got international teams from around the world who are displaying there. And actually our own audience, our own British audience, they want to see what the comparison is between us and those other international teams. So we have to put on our best display.
And RIAT isn't only an air show, it's also a competition with awards for the best displays.
I came here in 2012 with the Tucano display, and that was amazing. But to do it with the Reds, it's going to be something special. Hopefully the blue skies will continue, as we've been very lucky throughout the last month to have those blue skies.
120 aircraft will be flying displays with teams from 30 nations. But the Red Arrows are still stars of the show, and many of the 185,000 visitors are queuing to meet them.
There is a big queue out there.
No, it's good. There's some real enthusiasm about the Red Arrows, which is great for us. You know, it's great to have some good followings and guys that know the ins and outs of what we do. You know, people know how long you've been in and the manoeuvres that you fly, and
they often know more about it than we do, which is slightly worrying.
Yeah. How we doing? You all right? First one of the day. What time did you get here?
Oh, I was in to get
6 o'clock. Is that the time it opened? Oh, well done.
So, do you want that signed? Do you want us to sign it? Yeah, sure.
It's great to see enthusiastic kids and adults in the crowd.
Hey, how are you? There's a couple of familiar faces. How are you? Yeah, that's me.
I never thought you'd make Red 1.
Did you not?
No, I didn't.
Yeah. You're clearly quite a big fan of him.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Big as I can.
There you go. Good to see you guys.
Cheers. Take care.
Enjoy your day.
Love them.
Nothing comes better than the Red Arrows. They're perfection all the time.
Actually, it was great seeing Lingy back. That's brilliant. I love that.
Have a nice day.
Thank you. Nice. We get high five.
High five.
Enjoy your day. Awesome. Enjoy your day, all right?
Yeah.
Keep an eye out for us later on.
As well as displaying at RIAT, the Reds are taking part in a mass flypast over the showground. It's a recreation of the London flypast, and this time Circus 1 Lissy will get to take part.
I did miss out on the big flight past over London, so I'm very, very lucky that I've managed to nab a seat in the back with my pilot, with Red 1. And my mum's here as well, so she gets to see me strap in and gets to see me fly as well, so I'm really, really chuffed.
But worryingly, a storm is brewing.
If the thunderstorm hits whilst the flypast is due, then the flypast won't go ahead because it can be actually quite damaging flying through a thunderstorm like that.
Red cannon. Good.
As we were waiting at the hold point, the heavens literally opened and people running for umbrellas or getting in their little tents, but I could just about make out in the mirrors as well in the back cockpit. My poor mum stood there getting absolutely soaked. I did joke to Purty that, at least we're dry in here.
7, anything to further word? We are on a board. Further word. Oh, okay. No, okay.
It's just a real unfortunate thing that the weather scuppered our plans. But Mum's still proud that she got to see me actually strap in and taxi out, so that was something for her anyway. I didn't get my flyer pass, unfortunately, so I'm gutted, obviously. It's a bit of a shame, but, you know, I've had plenty of other really good flights. I did feel bad because we were nice and dry in the cockpit, but you could just see out here everyone's a bit wet. I'll get an umbrella next time.
It always starts to rain when they shut the lids. It never rains on them, it always rains on us. So I am actually very sodden right now. Just on the front, so I've got a nice medium going on in the middle, so it's all right.
The following morning, the skies have cleared.
Spitfires, Hurricanes, Lancaster...
Perfect weather for the Red Arrow's landmark display of the season.
Three, 2, 1, hack. Clearly there was a few disappointed people here without the 100 fly past that we were going to do yesterday afternoon. We are the first jet display team on today, so we're going to absolutely smash it for them. We know that we've got probably our largest airshow audience of the year watching, and we're really conscious that we're being watched by these other international teams because we do it as well. You know full well that they're going to be doing it exactly the same when it's our turn to take the stage.
Their performance will also be assessed by the competition judges.
Red prime. Let's do this. Red rolling now.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Please put your hands together for the Red Arrows! Red 1 about to bend the formation round to the left. Keep those cameras rolling. It's Tornado.
To those on the ground watching, they wouldn't have known what we've been through to get to the stage where we're doing full displays with 9 aircraft. So to get to such a professional display, which was, I think, more polished than many years have gone past in the Red Arrows, is just testament to the guys' dedication.
There's always the added buzz of performing at RIAT, and I think we saved the best till last. We put on one of our best shows of the season so far in front of so many people, which was really good to do.
It's time for one extra manoeuvre to commemorate the 100th anniversary of the Royal Air Force.
Every leader of the Red Arrows likes to bring in something that's got their signature to their display, and I've had the unique opportunity to bring in something that celebrates the RAF centenary.
Okay.
To be able to write the 100 in the sky, it's a lovely flourish to end our display, but also put my mark on my first Red Arrows year.
It was an exceptional performance. But many of the best teams from Britain and across the world are competing. It's not until the final awards ceremony that the Red Arrows will discover how they compared.
For the best flying demonstration by a UK participant. And the winners...
For thrilling the crowds each day and to conclude with a unique and spectacular finish, it's the Royal Air Force Aerobatic team, the Red Arrows.
With what happened during our winter training period and the accident with Lingy stepping in to fill the Red 3 slot, and the team all pulled together, and I think that made getting the sword at RIAT even more special.
It really was a good indication of how far the team has come this year, and it's great for the whole team, but I'm equally as proud of myself to have helped in getting that sword and getting to where we've come over the last few months.
I felt particularly proud of the guys and the girls, the entire team, the Reds and the Blues. It was just the perfect way to seal what's been actually quite a tough year. We've done something incredible.